great mid to late game, he can open this early game wide up with the Leona. This is definitely a superior 2v2, at least combat-wise, but I do have...
So he's going to smite away the Booba for help, but Wei gets a full combo down. There's no root coming across from Hong on those Tangle Barbs. Tries to flash away from Wei. Tongguan is going to guard his jungler. Renardo is going to flash. Shove Hong the wrong way. Actually lets the Zyra out. Now YCX re-engages. There's no flash on this Talia. And Renard gets packed out for the first kill.
Photic?
Somehow Photic has come back from over top. I don't know how Photic gets there, but he gets himself the kill onto Hong. They re-engage onto YCX. And now Invictus Gaming have the numbers to funnel all their gold into Photic. Good flash away from the Yone Q as Shaya shows up to the party, but he is too late. Everybody has bailed out. Can't even find the trade kill onto Wei. And that is a...
pick up the kill onto Xiaoya. So if you didn't have that rel, you likely couldn't have gone for the extended trade. Misfortune wouldn't have had as much gold. It's a super stellar start here for IG, and they're looking for more.
Renard has Weaver's Wall, going to source out Hong, who is 2 levels down, and this time we're flicking back towards our team. Renard finding a good pick with that ultimate, and
they're going to get so much more pressure in those lanes and pull a lot more LGD members at the same time.
Oh, here we go. Unstoppable Onslaught coming through for Sobro. Looking here for Hong, who has just been the target all game long. He flashes, but the flick back still comes through for Zhui. Tries to drop the Zyra ultimate, but Photic is going to grab himself a 4th kill. Thanks in Bellar.
This bot side and start up this objective.
Very big to get YCX, his Solar Flare. He just ticks over to level 6. Hong is going to proc the Dragon, but Zhui was waiting in the wings. Flash, Magnet Storm, immediate engage on top of Hong, and you don't need a Cyclone when you got the setup like that to get the kill over for Hui. Weaver's Wall comes down across, all out, is going to come through for Sasa, and he will trade 1 for 1. Zhui goes down, and stop the onslaught onto the back line. Good Blast Cone to get Xiaoya out, and now Sobro is stuck up creek with no paddle, but he's got more than enough health, and it's going to be the Fate-sealed whiff coming out here for Tongguan. Dragon secured. There's the bullet time over top. Photic can't find the kills, but Hui's going to try and chase them down. Sasa flashes over the wall. Xiaoya's going to eat a slow and eat a stick to the face. Wei picks up another one on top of the Dragon, and IG are great start up against LNG either. And they just get completely, and they're coming out swinging. Xiaoya, though, does get a lot of damage down back onto Photic. It's the re-engage from Zhui. Full crash down Magnet Storm combination onto YCX. Wei comes in, and they got more than enough damage thanks to Photic's accelerated kit there. Good little look from LG. We expect their synergy to be pretty good. It's been pretty good. It was their damage dealers having the ability to outplay LGDs. And so far, they've had the leads to do so. And it's who again? Zhui looking for the play. He eats 2 ultimates to the face and gets the Magnet Storm off before he dies. Hong is going to find that kill. And it's just good old-fashioned support sacrifice there, but it's IG that still have control of the pit.
Yep, and now they're going to be looking for more.
Hong, he is caught over the wall on a ward, and Wei is not going to let him get away with that. Fate Sealed is going to whiff as well from Tongguan. Still looking to trade it away. Maybe he can get the pullback for the damage. No, can't even find that trade. Renard going to let him walk back towards the turret. Seismic Shove not going to land. Tongguan, though, needs to dodge these stones. And he even has
here for 2026 because he no longer has that org he was a part of in 2025 to give him that name. And for Wei, I mean, you are the only remaining member from this year. You've got the most experience. You've been at the highest heights compared to your teammates. So you have to bring that experience along in order to take some of these younger players to higher heights. As Tongguan just has to ult away. IG are completely in their face.
Zhui was dismounted on Rel and was still clicking forward. Some things never change, Zhui, and love to see it, even like you mentioned, on that new banner. Hui just so on point with the timings on these objectives. We've seen that even with that IG super team from last split. Picks up the Dragon. They grab themselves a bot tier 1 turret. Immediately into the Rift Herald play for this mid lane tier 1 turret. It's no kills coming off the board, but it's just as massive as almost wiping a fight these last couple plays from Invictus Gaming.
And we talk about the importance of LGD needing to, gain Dragon controls. They're not even able to kill the Herald before it recharges.
Oh, there we go, Renard. Oh, oops it up to Photic with the slam down on the bullet time. Eviscerates YCX's health bar. Sasa is luckily tanky enough to survive the onslaught off to the top side of this fight. But it's the tier 2 turret going down in this ward. He's going to have to fight for that vision again. And Wei, you see Song going up to the top of that river. He's like, there's no way LGD can fight. They knew Sasa had to take a reset after getting chunked.
Teleports.
And LGD are going to have to just give away this Otacon. They may even give away even more. The bullet time from Photic is going to whiff. Just as zoning ult gives away enough time to luckily get this Otacon down and secured. But they lose some ultimates for it until Shui, oh my god, flash crash down Magnet Storm, gobbles up 3 just like that, and the Weaver's Wall from Renard means nobody else can escape, and Photic can start cleaning up some of these kills. What an engage from Shui, showing off exactly what he was doing on FPX last year.
I love this from Jouet. Him and Wei have been starting up every single fight, opening the door for Photic and Renard to just rip LGD asunder in these fights. Otacon secured as to fill the shoes of, and obviously 2 games, 2 series, in fact, after tonight is not enough of a sample size to answer the question of did they fill those shoes, but we do want to see the seeds planted for them to be capable of having a good season and of making the IG banner proud.
Definitely a team that, for this Demacia Cup, as we keep the range kind of short-sighted, I, along with a lot of people, did not expect great things for IG in this group, even if it is the group of life, and is bearing plentiful fruit in this one. As we take stock of the game once more, gold aplenty, turrets getting knocked down. It's really feeling like a Baron waiting room at this point, Quacks. We're about a minute out from the Purple Worm.
And realistically, there's a Baron there. We should probably go take that. Wei will be like, oh yeah.
All right. Shui's just going to shrug off a Solar Flare. Yep, that's easy enough. Here comes the Weaver's Wall down. Oh, catch found for Wei onto Xiaoya. Gonna dash over the wall. Fate Unsealed is gonna hit the clone. Wei is caught here though. Sorbo's gonna TP in late. Jungler down for Invictus Gaming. Can they find any of these straights? Sorbo's gonna do it all on his own here. Hog's gonna get the redemption heal to save him just in time. And Sorbo's gonna go down next. Xiaoya picks up that kill. Tank v Tank gonna be traded out. Here's Photic is gonna shut down the Mad Lad Cassante. But Baron has been completely dashed for both of these teams. Tongguan looking for more here with the Soul Unbound form. Going to get the knockup onto Shui. But there's not enough damage behind that decelerated knockup held. Trying to see if they can get on top of Photic. The thing to remember is they may be down a lot of gold LGD, but there's still a ton of ways in their kit to cancel out that bullet time.
Not to mention, this is the Baron that is probably easiest to steal. I mean, you just go around one of these sections on the left and, you know, you can go for that 50-50 as Wei.
Defensive crash down to get himself out. Bullet time, though, canceled. Just like we called out. The Solar Flare means the Photic cannot find any of these kills. Redemption's going to top Hong back off at about 50%.
Oh!
You have the right team. All right. Who cares? We're going back into game. Salsa dies. The pause can't save you. The Baron will be secured by Wei. Renard is going to cut off Xiao. He has to flash over the Weaver's Wall. But Sobero gets on the back line. Gets a 2-man slow knock-up combo with Wei. And boy, things may have looked murky earlier in this part of the jungle for IG, but they settle their debts and get the Baron in 4.
And now Xiaoya has to run for the hills, run for the towers, and Sobero isn't going to go too far in chasing him. He's just going to scare him off. IG, immediately after the pause, they practically clean house. Only 1 LGD member alive, and this should net them at least an inhibitor, but the death timers are still pretty long. I think they're just going to go for the end here, Slayer.
Why not, especially when Shui grabs 1 more for the road, catches out Xiaoya, and seals in the first game win for Invictus Gaming of Demacia Cup.
And there is no question on picks like the Udyr. Now, though, we have to see him on the Ambessa take charge with that pick. Because, yeah, that is a really fun 5th pick to come out here for YCX.
LPL fashion, we could fight over a first Scuttle Crab because there are a whole lot of bodies up towards this top side. Hui's going to flash right on top into the immediate charm from Renard. That is beautiful synergy. Unfortunately, it's flat damage as they do get out on that one. Auto attack trade. Photic, 1 more auto. No! Xiaoya's lethal tempo wins out as the marksmen go blow for blow. A lot of blinking health bars. Wei trying to role play as his fallen AD carry. Renard going to force a flash out of YCX. Root Prism is going to get the snare, but there's the Tangle Barb. Wei gets the first kill. Hog goes all out with a spear. Does not find its mark on his Wei, and Hui's going to turn it around for a double. Just waiting on those spells to come right back up, and he claims the feat of warfare all on his own. We talked about in game 1, Quacks, you pointed out so aptly. Gotta feel nice when you back at 5 minutes as an AD carry. You get a BF sword on your return. I'll do you one better. You know what? We cover my role, Quacks, with AD carry.
Of course.
Talk to me as the jungler when it's
on.
Never mind. You'll get 8 time. Yeah, Tunneler OP. Also, Yunara slamming autos into you. Pretty OP as well. Photic just a big chunk. Nonetheless, it's really going to, like you mentioned, spell the slowdown of the one lane that was kind of winning in the AD carry department. Still, LGD confident that they can take first dragon. They did get first dragon in our opening bout off the back of a pretty good play there. And, wow, they're going to root up and just lock up Zhui. No way to operate. Great handshake into that Rune Prism. Both of our teams early on showed some pretty good CC chaining, and now we got a Realm Orb. Hello, ganked in your own lane, Photic. No chance to survive and immediately point out there. Oh, Zhui. Ooh, that is a mistiming dash. Sasu is going to use the grand public execution and the flash, but Renard chases him down with a well-timed charm, and it may not have been as easy as they thought it would be, but it's still a successful pick-off. Tangguan, I wonder if he's going to try and Realm Orb in here to cover turret. Nope. Maybe?
He's just waiting for YCX. They might be trying to look for a play, but they're not going to be getting anything. In fact, IG are so confident that they are going to stay around, and maybe it'll lead to their deaths.
All right, Pop Blossom is available.
Waves in the area, his ult.
And there he goes. Turns around, hits it on the 2. He's trying to kite back for Photic. Grand Starfall way, and hello, IG. They turned the numbers advantage just like that. 1 TP and 1 global ultimate. Hell, they brought the whole damn squad up here. 5 members, but it's a win again for IG. They are all over the map in game 2.
And LGD, they brought 4 members to deal with Photic on the bot side. IG said, we can't be one-upped in that department. All 5 of them toward the top side. They get the job done, and they punish LGD for daring to look onto their bot lane. A beautiful turnaround and reaction from Wei and Renard. And LGD right back into the passenger seat as IG are just driving this game home.
No flash, no ult, no hope, just a gray screen. Sasa's going to go down. The ingenuity on some of these pick plays really shining for IG.
And Hong is in the top side, but I don't think the Xin Zhao is going to be able to prevent this top tower from going down. So Saburo going to get a lot of gold off of this turret on the Jax. And
kind of afford to stall somewhat. And as I say that, Quacks, I forget it's the LPL. And They have to keep the dragon stacking going, even if it may throw their game away right here. Or Wei's going to respect it and see that there is no members nearby. So LGD, a little bit of a sneaky win con manifesting right now.
Difficult for LGD to step in. I think IG definitely their next target going to be resting on this Herald, trying to break open his hold on Grand Starfall.
Here comes a bright light, known as Pantheon, flying on down. But on top side, we also have another man advantage coming across here. LGD making a 1v1, a 1v3, and Sorboro is caught lacking in the side lane. So LGD starting to really fight back across the map here with their own global ultimates.
Yep. They get themselves another kill, but IG very smartly, in my opinion, looking for as many cross-map plays.
He's a lot stronger than Hong, and he is not even going to get the portal out. He has to flash Crescent Guard over the wall, just keep himself safe. And Zhui, you always know, is looking for a fight, and he's going to immediately flash on top of Xiaoya, force both the summoners out of the Varus. Hostile Takeover is going to provide a bit of leeway as Hong does get the kill onto Zhui. They have to deal with the top laner, though. Sasa trying to knock down their jungler. And Photic, Transcended, does find that trade kill, but it's as murky of a fight as you'd like if you're LGD.
They have that advantage in the summoner department. I'm glad that you mentioned that, but now they have just the advantage in the objective department. Herald is here, and IG have temporary, at least, control over the mid lane, which means LGD are going to have to respond to try and clear out this wave, clear out this Herald, so it doesn't completely wreck more than their tier 1. They're even going to try and stop it from charging, but I don't know if that's possible.
Nope. No way to stop Shelly. Turret goes down. They're going to look for a pick on Away instead. Oh, public execution. Whiffs wide right there from Sasa. Photic is transcended, and he wants to get all the auto attacks down. Tangguan, though, is going to drop the hammer onto Renard. First kill picked up for LGD. Xiaoya with the bailout will not come back from life. Photic gets that kill. Hostile takeover, not going to find its mark. Photic sneaks out with about 1 HP bar left his way. Throws down in the 1 versus 2. They finally chase down Zhui to get 1 kill. Hong finds back, and with the point of the spear, gets himself a double. But keep in mind that whole time, IG were fighting a man down.
Yeah, just jacks things casually. Saburo manages to get that tier 2, and now he's full HP. He's got all the resources, minus that flash, to be able to stall out this dragon. He's going to have to do so for 20-ish seconds, as that's when Wei does come back, and that ultimate, combined with the Hex Gates, means that he will arrive pretty quickly after he respawns.
Sneaky, sneaky, Soboro. Out of vision. Fotic's going to walk in first, but there he is. He's going to pounce on top of YCX. Hexgates are going to bring Renard in as well. They're going to get rid of the Renata. No bailout to come across. Soboro even knocks down Hong
no way.
and gets himself out like a true Giga Chad. Sasu's going to try and chase him down. The Counter-Strike stun lands. Soboro will finally go down, but he's bought time. Four-way to ride on in behind a star and a bunch of fire to set LGD ablaze. They don't even get the dragon, and they might even lose a couple more members here. Wei does spot out Sasa and Xiaoya, trying to get back out. And they don't have a tier 2 turret to lean on, by the way, thanks to Soboro. So Wei is going the long way around. And guess what ability he has up just in time? Pop Blossom, Pop Go the Weasels, known as Xiaoya and Sasa. No one to stop them as Fotic runs them down.
IG are just tearing up LGD.
LCK Challengers Jax has come as advertised today.
And I love it. This is a player who is super young, super inexperienced, and very green as Hong is about to turn all shades of black and blue. He just goes down Slayer without any possible way to fight back.
Yeah, Jouet doing Jouet things again. Spots him out in that further topside brush and creates another kill for his team. 15 of the 19 kills secured for Invictus Gaming have Jouet's name enriched on the score sheet.
Yeah, Jouet has been doing such a fantastic job over the course of this series, finding those engages. Now, Tong Yuan is just no way to get out. He's going to flash, and that will actually keep him alive. I thought IG might chase for more, as Renard just casually solo killing Xiaoya off camera.
You know, you talked about it. He didn't get it done in that first fight. We saw the replay of, so he had to single out Xiaoya.
Revenge.
We're not even close to Baron spawning, and it's still the base of LGD collapsing. Fotic, all right, you know what, Fotic? I gave away one in game one. We're going to give you that one, little bro, but you play well in Demacia Cup. It could get you a job come LPL 2026, and it's good to see that our solo lanes, even if they are sort of stand-ins for IG, are doing so well in this matchup against LGD. As they knock down another tier 2 turret, and they are just playing wait for them.
2025. This definitely does mount the pressure a little bit. Now going 1 and 2, you just want to rack up as many wins as possible to increase your individual stonks.
Boy, you got to be a bit excited if you're a rookie thinking about playing alongside, well, you know, get back with Hui. It's definitely going to be in this game, Quacks.
Oh, yeah. I mean, look at the just wall of vision that they have set up over this area. LGD, that Hex Gate is like the biggest trap I've ever seen. If you take that Hex Gate, prepare to get spawn camped. Literally, as there's just no real way for them to enter into that part of the map. IG should have no trouble taking the Baron on spawner, at the very least just taking the Baron at their own leisure. And from there, I mean, you can use Renard with his teleport, Wei with his ultimate to really thin out LGD and start closing your hand around this game's throat.
All right.
No one
don't
took
know
that
what that
ultimate.
Realm Warp was, but it goes down. Immediate Charm on the TP. Does Sasa get to move? Yeah, he gets to flash away. Then whiff his public execution. Foto picks up that kill. Wei gets a huge pop blossom on the backside. Soboro's trying to operate, but guess who gets to step up? The Gatling gun that is Fotic, and he just melts down all of LGD. No Baron, no problem. No series wins yet, no problem. IG make a statement in Group A, and we're going to 2-0 in quick fashion LGD.
I put that statement on Braille for the blind, bolden it, underline it, highlight it. IG came to this series ready to play, and LGD were just in their way. A clean 2-0 from the squad. Really solid stuff from them. Massive hats off